welcome or welcome back. My name is Christina. Today, I cannot believe it, but I'm already doing another new Victoria's Secret collection review. They've released like 17 new fragrances just in the past 2 months, which is insane, between Pink and Victoria's Secret. I'm going to be reviewing the Untamed line. These are flankers of the originals, so we have Bare Vanilla Untamed, Velvet Petals Untamed, Pure Seduction Untamed, and Love Spell Untamed. Sometimes Victoria's Secret flankers don't smell a lot like the original, but I think this line is pretty close to the original, but maybe a more grown-up version. So if you think the originals are a little bit too excuse me if you think the originals are a little bit too young for you, then I think these might be better suited for your taste. Up first, we have Bare Vanilla Untamed. There's not really much to this, but that's kind of a good thing. So we have a vanilla base, but there is like an incensey note in there, and it almost reminds me of Bonfire Bash by Bath & Body Works. Not almost, it basically does. I smelled it the first time and I was like, what is this? It smells like something I've already smelled before, and it took me a couple days and I finally realized it's Bonfire Bash. The notes are Vanilla Elixir, Apple Blossom, Bare Vanilla in the Wild. Look how cute these bottles are though. They're so nice. So yeah, this one literally just vanilla, a hint of incense, or some people might call it woodiness, and then a tiny hint of a floral note, almost a little bit like an orchid note, but it blends very well with the woody incense, whatever is going on there. They kind of like morph into the same thing. I happen to like the woody part, but not the floral part of this, so I will not be keeping this. I already have Bonfire Bash, so that's good enough for me. It also kind of reminds me of Bath & Body Works aromatherapy line where they had Fire, which was a vanilla, patchouli, and sandalwood scent, and I love that one. So when I use that, I use Bonfire Bash. I have no more room for incensey vanillas, so I will not be keeping Bare Vanilla Untamed. And then we have Velvet Petals Untamed. The notes are Luscious Almond, Moonlit Woods, Velvet Petals in the Wild. I think instead of making a unique sentence for each one, they kind of just gave up with this line. They're like, we gave these bitches too many body mists already. We don't care about the lines on the back. Just throw whatever on there and send them out. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference. The last sentence is always like some hoopla garbage anyway. This one's a little conflicting because it smells a lot like the original, which is also kind of like an almond scent. It's very sweet and definitely on the warm side, very sugary, and on initial spray, it's way different than dry down. Like honestly, on initial spray, it smells like a fresher version of the original Velvet Petals, but on dry down, it's just like so woody. I have the original Velvet Petals and I really like that. I think that one is a more youthful version, and this is kind of like the grown-up older sister. It's weird because I think it does have like the same woody floralness that I smell in Bare Vanilla, but just not as strong. I would still definitely consider this an almond scent, and I get the woods, but I also think that there's like another floral like that orchid note or something, just like I said for Bare Vanilla. I'll be returning Velvet Petals Untamed also because I have the original. I like that way better. It smells a little bit more like a perfume than a body mist, honestly. I think they're trying to put too many things with other things that aren't supposed to go together. I don't know. This line, for some reason, just I like the originals better, except for one. There's one that I actually like better in this form than the original, but all the others, I like the original better. So next, Pure Seduction Untamed. This one is very much like Velvet Petals in the way that it is just so different from initial spray to dry down. So on initial spray, it smells almost just like the original Pure Seduction, which is like juicy plum and apple, I believe. Very tangy, juicy fruits. I remember wearing it in like high school, so I know some people would consider it a little bit youthful. The notes on Pure Seduction Untamed are ripened berry, violet leaves, Pure Seduction in the Wild. I do get the added berry, like it's a little bit darker than the original, and like I said, on first spray, it smells just like the original, maybe with like some dark berries, but the weird thing starts to happen on dry down. On dry down, you still get like that hint of the original Pure Seduction deep down in there, but then this mossy note just completely takes over. It's weird because it's the same same exact mossy note that I smelled when I bought CK1 Summer Edition 2020. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. Maybe some people can't even smell it. I don't know, but it bothers my nose so bad. Like, I wanted to love this a lot. I actually don't own the original Pure Seduction spray because I thought I got tired of it in high school, but now after smelling this, I think I want to get the original because I wanted to love this so bad. Like, it's almost just everything for me, and then it dries down and it's a sad day. So yes. And as for the violet leaf, I don't really get any powderiness in here. I know some people say that violet can be powdery, but nope, just a very fruity, juicy, tangy, mossy fragrance. I will be returning Pure Seduction Untamed and purchasing the original. I saved the best for last. Love Spell Untamed is my favorite out of the bunch. It is the one I will be keeping, and I swear to God, it smells like just candy. The notes are forest, pear, apricot nectar, Love Spell in the wild. Why do I say Love Spell in the wild? We all know it's going to be whatever the scent is in the wild, but so this one kind of turns sweeter on dry down. Thank God, no weird incensey floral notes come out. It just is like literal sugar by the time it dries down on your skin. But when you first spray it, there is still like a tiny hint of the original Love Spell, but it's like they drowned it in just the sweetest fruit juice nectar. It's funny because I was thinking that, like, how to put that in words, and then I read the notes and apricot nectar, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, that is so on point. Like, normally, you know, sometimes the notes don't match up with what I smell, but I think this is really on point. Like, apricot nectar, yeah, I definitely get that. Pear, maybe, but I think it's just lost within the original. So it's like a tangy, citrusy scent with a very sweet, juicy, syrupy counterpart. And because of this, it just turns into literal candy. Amazing. I love it. It's a fresh scent upon initial spray, but then when it dries down, it turns into a warm scent. So that's interesting. I would just probably reapply it often because even though I kind of like the dry down, it's just a kind of basic sugary scent. I think out of all of them, this is the most safe blind buy. It's pretty juvenile. There's no crazy florals or anything added to it, which kind of can throw things off for me. I know when people are normally sensitive to things, it's either florals, woody notes, or patchouli. This is probably my least favorite out of all of the new lines that came out besides Endless Autumn. That one takes the cake for my very least favorite, and it's a shame because I really, really love the packaging, but they're not that bad. I mean, honestly, there's like just 10% of those three that I don't like, and it's ruining everything else for me. So instead of just settling, you know, I have so many already that I just can't deal, but for someone else it might not be a deal breaker. So if you guys have tried these, let me know what you think, and I'll have all the other new collections coming up soon. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for your support and your comments. It means a lot. I hope you have a good day. Bye.